Hey, the festival of colors will be here soon, and if you want to feel festive this Holi, then make this rose lassi and welcome the spring season. This lassi recipe is crafted for the whole day celebrations of Holi festival, especially to beat the soaring temperatures. Hi guys, I'm Ishwari, and today in this video you will learn how to make rose lassi at home. And if you're anything like me, you would also want to know if there is a way to make it healthier by making most of the ingredients at home. Yes, definitely. To watch the entire video to know how to make rose water, rose syrup and thick curd at home, which I am using in the recipe. For the lassi, we will need curd, milk, infused rose water, powdered sugar and rose syrup. Make sure all the ingredients are chilled as lassi tastes best when served chilled. Now add curd into the bowl. Here I suggest using homemade fresh curd, but make sure it is not sour. I'm going to whisk the curd with this hand beater which has 5 adjustable speeds and 1 button turbo function. You can use an immersion blender for the same. Another way is to add all the ingredients in the blender jar and blend until smooth and frothy. But blending curd in the blender makes it a bit watery, so you may need just a couple of tablespoons of liquid to adjust the consistency. Once this is smooth and creamy, add the rest of the ingredients. I have used most ingredients which are homemade as I like to make my ingredients from scratch as much as possible. Towards the end of this video, I have shown how to make rose syrup, thick curd and rose infused water at home in some simple steps. Here if you are unsure of the rose flavor, add tablespoon of rose syrup at a time, mix and taste. Keep adding until you reach the desired rose flavor. Instead of rock sugar, you may use other sugar substitutes such as honey, maple syrup, agave nectar, stevia, monk fruit, erythritol, coconut sugar, cane sugar as per your preference. However, honey does not mix well with the cold liquid, so you need to boil it with the milk or water and chill it before adding it to the lassi. Maple syrup does blend with cold drinks as well. Another good option can be agave nectar or stevia. And if you need any help with the quantities of sugar you want to use, you can write in the comment box so that I can help you over there. Now whisk until the sugar dissolves and you see a nice frothy lassi. To make this lassi vegan, you can use a plain vegan yogurt and milk of your choice. Coconut is preferred, but almond or cashew milk also tastes good. Now pour the lassi in a glass. While the classic lassi is amazing just by itself, rose flavor definitely gives a perk. For an authentic touch, try serving it in a copper or terracotta glasses. Garnish with dried rose petals. Make sure they are organic and free of chemical. Best is to use it from your own garden if you have one. Add some chopped pistachios. I love to welcome my guest with special refreshment. The darling pink color and delicious first sip lead everyone instantly to relax. The rose lassi is perfect as a welcome treat for special occasions like festive brunches or can be enjoyed for breakfast as a snack. Lassi is thought to have medicinal benefits, but it can be beneficial if consumed in moderation since it has sugar in it. This is usually a hot summer drink as both the rose syrup and yogurt are cooling ingredients in this recipe, and it is packed with healthy bacteria. Now here's the recipe for infused rose water. For the same, I'm using this 100% natural organically grown dried rose petals. It is preservatives free and you have all the information behind it. Trust me, it has a very strong fragrance. For this, I'm mentioning the link in the description. You can also use fresh rose petals for this recipe. Apart from rose petals, you will need water. Take a saucepan and place on stove top. Add water to it. Once it boils, add rose petals. Dip the petals properly and cover it and boil for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the petals release its entire color and become white. If possible, it's best to make it at home because this has no preservatives and adds a pink hue to the recipes. But remember, its shelf life is 2 weeks in airtight jar in refrigerator and 1 week at room temperature. Now remove from heat and strain it. You get this gorgeous rose water. This is infused water, not distilled. I made this majorly for the color as well as flavor. You can use it in teas, coffees, puddings, desserts and many more recipes. Just squeeze as much as possible and store it. Isn't it simple? Now let's see how to make rose syrup. You will need rose petals, filtered water and sugar. I'm using rock sugar in this recipe because I believe it is a better choice than regular table sugar because of its health benefits. Whichever sugar you use, grind it in a powdered form. Now make rose water as shown previously and add it to a saucepan on stove top. Add powdered sugar to it. Using white sugar gives it a nice pinkish color. Boil it for 20 minutes and keep stirring occasionally till it becomes thick. You can pour this syrup in steamed or warm milk to make an instant rose tea latte, or add to iced green or black tea, or give the tea an extra boost of rose flavor. It will keep for 2 weeks in an airtight container in the refrigerator. The best part is it's totally free of preservatives and tastes just like the store-bought ones. Lastly, let's see how to make thick curd. You will need lukewarm milk and curd. Take a cup of lukewarm full-fat milk. My preference is always A2 milk. Add a teaspoon of curd to act as a starter. Mix well and leave it in a warm and cozy corner of your kitchen for at least 5 to 6 hours. And you have your curd ready. Nothing can beat this freshly made homemade curd. The main trick to make thick curd is to use lukewarm and full-fat milk. Wow, it's time to taste it. This beverage has got some real flower power in it. Trust me, it has an instant refreshing effect, a gorgeous hue, aroma, and taste of rose petals. I love it. It is always best to enjoy your lassi as soon as it is prepared, but if you intend to make it ahead, you can refrigerate it in an airtight container for 1 to 2 days. I hope you love this recipe. Any questions, feedback, suggestions, and recommendations are always welcome. You should try this Holi. See you soon. Eat clean.